All of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Oklahoma City Bison and the Toronto Thunderbirds. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Check.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He's coming. Check in. All day, baby, all day. Like 28, you ain't got nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. That ball complete to Isabella. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On third down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
At the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mariota. Got Gordon open, completes it. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Now Gordon on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. We're scoreless after 1.
We got 4. We got 4.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. He can run. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch, twist. Watch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. SOS.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. We own it. We own it.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This one caught by Isabella. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Switch. Check that.
The carry here for the big tight end. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
On 1st down, Gordon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch up. Switch up. Mike 28. Mike 28. Come on. You better bring it.
Mariota. Able to find Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson airing it out deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota rolling to his right. Complete to Bryant. 15 yards on the play. First down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to bury it up. A gain of 13, it's a first down, and an alley to run. He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches Really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
Here we go. 15 line, 15 line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Check. Kill. Turn it.
On 2nd and 9. Mariota flush to his right. Bryant has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Motion. 36.
Now a 20 at carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
One.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there. 55 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. This is Gordon. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Jackson. The open man is Smith. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0.
Check 26, check 26. No, get him.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So Charles, oh so close. Just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home.